Welcome to Look Smarter Than You Are with Oracle Enterprise Performance Reporting Cloud Service. My name is Opal Alapat, and today we're going to talk about working with custom applications. EPRCS Custom Applications provide a way to house supplemental data in a multidimensional container. They are completely optional. You get one per environment, but you are not required to implement them. And what you get out of the box is a single application per environment, which can have up to 5 models. It can include custom or pre-configured dimensions, security, and then of course the components of data loading, clearing, exporting, etc. Now, what some of you might be wondering is, what exactly is this custom application? Is it Essbase? Let me tell you, my friends, it is Essbase, but it's not the traditional Essbase that you're used to. It is a very bare bones rack and stack type of data container, which is why you hardly see it referred to as Essbase. For instance, some of the considerations when you're thinking about using this custom application. The calculation abilities are pretty minimal. There are some consolidation operators and some important member properties. However, there are no formulas nor any business rules or calculation scripts. In addition, with dimension loads, you do have the ability to do manual dimension creation as well as import and exports. Multiple alias tables are allowed. However, you will have to deploy your models after you change the dimensionality. As far as your data options, you can load data, you can extract data, and you can also clear data. There is security provided. Users can be provisioned for the custom application as well as set up for data security through data grants. And then finally, there is some automation that's available with this custom application. You can load and extract data through a file utility. The steps to creating a custom application are pretty basic. First of all, since you can only have one application at a time, if you have any existing applications, you'll need to delete them. Let's say you have a sample application that you've been playing with. Once you delete your existing applications, you can add your new custom application. Then you'll need to create dimensions, the dimension members, and associate properties with them. You'll need to add up to 5 models per application. Then you'll choose which models you want to add your dimensions to. You'll have to deploy those models, and then you can finally apply security and load data. And then once your custom application is in place and you've loaded data to it, you can actually use SmartView against it for ad hoc analysis, as well as incorporate the data from that application into your EPRCS reports or SmartView for your report packages. And here is each step in a little bit more detail. When you first go to create your new custom application, assuming you've already deleted any existing applications, you'll see a screen that looks like this, where you have the choice to create a new custom application or create a sample application. Next, you'll need to name the application. And this application name does not have the same constraints as your normal Essbase application. You can give it however many characters you would like. You can give it an optional description as well. Once you've created the application, you can then start to refine the dimensionality. You'll need to create dimensions for the application, and there are some predefined options for you, like account, currency, entity, scenario, time, and year. There are even predefined members that are customized per dimension. Once you do that, you'll need to refine those dimensions by adding in individual members, and then you'll need to create models and add those dimensions to the models that you so wish. And here's a more detailed look into those predefined member options. So for instance, if you're going to build out a time dimension, they have some pre-built monthly and quarterly options for you, as well as the option to create a beginning balance member. And there are other predefined members for some of the other predefined dimensions as well. In addition, if you're curious about the member properties that are allowed, here is the list of member properties available for the account and the scenario dimensions. All other dimensions allow the alias, consolidation, and data storage properties only. As mentioned before, once you're done refining your dimensionality, you'll need to create models and then choose which dimensions go into each model. And you can have different dimensions go into different models. Once you're done with that, you will need to deploy your models. And now that you have your application and your model set up, you can add security. And security occurs on 2 different levels. You can do application access, which includes users and groups. There are 2 basic options. They are either an administrator or they are a user of that data. In addition, there are data grants, which is applying data, much like Essbase security filters, to the individual data intersections. The final step in getting your application prepped for ad hoc analysis is to load data to it, and this process can be automated through the file transfer utility. Now, EPRCS is a pure reporting tool, so it's important to understand that you cannot load data through SmartView or any other method. You really need to do this manually through the menu or through the file transfer utility. In conclusion, EPRCS provides an optional data storage container that's built upon Essbase, and this is there to fill a gap in case you're a customer who may not have any other type of EPM data source or just need something a little extra to store some extraneous data for your report packages. You get one application included with each EPRCS instance, and each application can have up to 5 models.